Now, chicks need to understand that most men do not care about your degrees. Now, understand this, men are not saying that we don't care about your education. Because frankly, an educated chick is an attractive chick. But most of you chicks get degrees that don't even make you guys any money for real. That's why we call them basket weaving degrees. And then on top of that, the amount of debt that you acquire from obtaining these degrees because you want to get your bachelor's and then your master's and then your so on and so forth is a hindrance in most men's eyes. Because when you're ready to align yourself with said man, you end up adding your debt on top of whatever he cultivated during his ventures. And we call that double the trouble. Now, if most chicks had the mindset to get the degree to incorporate it in the man's business that she is involved in, meaning that she would be utilizing that degree to amplify his income that potentially goes back to you regardless because you are with him, because most men are generous, especially when they're making more, then of course it would make more sense to get the degree or to get the debt, especially if you know that you're going to be able to pay it back faster. And if you know by getting the degree that could help the family business grow to potentially create what we call generational wealth. But a lot of chicks ain't hear me when I say this. They're too caught up in the feminist ideology with the notion of I can do it big all by myself. Because I don't understand why people, especially chicks, do not understand this fact about getting a degree. It's not about achieving the accolade. It's about gaining the credentials and utilizing those credentials to help market and cultivate more resources for yourself. It's just like if you're starting out with a company, you learn from the company, you leave the company, and you bring the information back home. Long story short, for you chicks, don't get the degree without formulating a plan with the man that you know is right for you and that can get you to the end of life with the least amount of burden. Because the ones that have to pay for it all is the offspring, the children. And instead of creating generational wealth, you are leaving behind generational debt.